Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Murillo, President and CEO of the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We're happy to be filming our Houston Legends program. I know, this is the first time that we've recognized two individuals at the same time for their philanthropic work and also for just being phenomenal leaders in our great city. You're going to learn a little bit more about them today. We're so happy to have them. Hope you enjoy the show. With us today, co-presidents of Houston PetSet, Tena Lundquist Faust and Tama Lundquist. They've been a big part of our homeless pet crisis of Houston. They've focused so much on making sure that we have shelters. They're advocating that we have legislative implementation at the local, state, and national level, and also just trying to make sure that we are combating homelessness among our pets and that our city remains in a place where all animals can reside, can be safe, and that our population of individuals who are in this great city are also safe. So this has been at the top of their agenda of their many philanthropic community-led services. So today we want to welcome Tama and Tena. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of the work that you're doing. It's so important, and I don't think enough people understand the crisis really that we are in and the great work that PetSet is doing. So I'll start with you. What is PetSet?
Houston PetSet is a nonprofit organization, and it was started to raise funds for all the animal organizations, the nonprofits working on the front lines. We've done that for many years. We've raised close to $20 million. We've redistributed those funds. We've used those funds for our own programming. After a while, Tina and I realized that the problem was getting worse and not better. So what we've done now is stepped back, looked at this issue, and looked at it strategically, and how do we solve the problem of animal homelessness in Houston? It's worse here than any other major metropolitan city, and what do we do to solve the problem? So after looking at the problems, the different categories, we're attacking each of those categories in our own special way.
Yes, and among them is, of course, the advocacy, the legislative opportunity. So why don't you tell us about that and what you see as an opportunity?
Yes, Houston and the state of Texas has a lot of good laws. We have a good of laws in place, but we need more. We need more to protect the animals. For starters, we need to implement and we need to enforce the existing ordinances at the city level and the laws at the state level. But then we need to continue to advocate for better protection for animals and people. At the state level, we need to stop the flow of animals into our state from other states, from puppy mills. Animals come across, they're sick. There's predatory lending at puppy stores and pet stores. We need to stop that. At the local level, we need to end backyard breeding. We need to end roadside sales. We need to do a lot of things to make our communities safer for pets and people.
But who would enforce that? For example, if someone, and I've seen it, inner loop, outer loop, people selling puppies out of the back of their trucks. So who is the enforcing agent of this?
Well, it's law enforcement because these are state laws. And but our law enforcement officers, God bless them, are so overwhelmed. And this is not a priority in their academy. So what Houston PetSet has done in the past and going forward, we have another one scheduled for July 8th, is offer training, continuing education programs for law enforcement so they become better aware and better informed about the existing ordinances and laws that they're able to enforce but are currently unaware of.
What else should people know as it relates to breeding, for example, and what that does in terms of the homelessness of animals?
A lot of people look at breeding animals as a way to increase income, but it's really driving the problem of animal homelessness because people are getting animals that are not bred in a good way. We're not against purebred animals at all, but only from healthy, good breeders, and there are a lot of them out there. But the backyard breeders, the puppy mills crossing the state lines, those are the issue. And so when you go to get a dog, please adopt. We really euthanize over 100,000 animals a year in this state. Why are we euthanizing perfectly good animals? 20% of them are purebreds. Why are we just killing off perfectly good animals and importing other sick animals to sell? And it's the enterprise. The enterprise system is broken, and it's what we're looking at, and what Houston PetSet is really diving into to stop the flow of unhealthy animals.
So do you think it's a lack of awareness in terms of the consumers that are going out and buying this, that they don't understand that they're animals that can be adopted, dogs can be adopted, they just don't know this? Or how is the enterprise taking the lead instead of the adoption?
Because they're having marketing issues. They've got money to put behind it. They make it easy by having these dog stores, the pet stores, and it's sort of maybe a cultural thing where adoption isn't as sexy in the South or in Texas as it is in other states. You go to the North, there are no stray animals. We literally transport animals up there because there are no rescue animals to adopt up there. Houston has hundreds of thousands, literally.
Yes.
So adoption is more attractive because of marketing issues, because of education in the North. People know about this more. So we that's part of our plan, is to get people to know that they can go get a perfectly healthy, wonderful, even purebred animal from your shelter, from a rescue group, where the personality of a dog is known because it's been in a foster home, and the health of it is known. You're not buying it from a puppy store where you don't know the background of it, and it could be a very sick dog, which winds up eventually in the shelters feeding this unhealthy system.
And we know in Houston, unfortunately, that there are a lot of stray dogs.
Yes.
And we've had deaths. We were talking about that when you arrived. Talk a little bit more about this, whether you have pets or not. This is an issue that impacts businesses, that impacts quality of life issues as well. Please.
It does. The stray animal and roaming animal populations in Houston definitely impact the quality of life here. And maybe it's not in all neighborhoods, but it's certainly in other neighborhoods. It's in areas of town where we see other socioeconomic challenges. And it's not fair to those populations. It's a public health, it's a public safety crisis. We had a little boy this week that was on the news, 12 years old, riding his bike to get away from a stray or roaming animal, went into traffic and was hit and killed by a car. It's uncivilized that we allow animals to roam freely on our streets. There have been several attacks in the past year where people have been attacked by stray dogs. We shouldn't have that. Other cities don't have it, and I don't know why, as a county, as a city, and even as a state, we allow it.
And you're working on legislation. You have a very strong relationship with Mayor John Whitmire. You have his ear. He understands it. He gets it. We're preparing for so many big events in this great city. And again, if you can't walk outside without roaming dogs, it's a big challenge. And so I know those efforts continue. What is the feedback that you're getting from those that are in the power to do something about these issues? What's the response been?
Well, Mayor Whitmire is definitely an advocate of this work. He has been before a lot of rescues were even started. He's been working on a state level to protect animals and protect people for many, many years, probably decades. So we definitely have his ear. The feedback from him is, do what you can. I'm doing what I can on my part, and we've seen him work at this. We're working with the county. We'd love to have more opportunities to work with them. So far, we've not had a lot of opportunities, not been welcomed in to talk about this issue and how it can be addressed. On a state level, it's been great. We have people in power there who know this is a problem and who want to put funding towards this, who also want to change the laws because they know that the people and the pets who are often considered family members are suffering because of lack of awareness and lack of funding around all of these issues.
And in case it's not abundantly clear, I just want to emphasize that both of you absolutely love dogs and pets. This is protecting them. This is not trying to do away with them, but to find a system that protects them and protects people that are out there, and that we don't have homelessness. So if it wasn't clear, I just want to make sure as you're watching, that's what PetSet does. They do it because they care. Vaccinations, all of the things that need to be done, that it comes with a responsibility.
We say we
Absolutely.
domesticated them, and it's our responsibility to care for them.
Yes.
They are helpless on the streets.
Yes.
Unlike people, unlike others, really, they want to be rescued. They want to be in homes. And it's really our mission to end the overpopulation crisis we face.
Yes. I want to talk about the documentary. Tell us about it.
Oh, it was such a labor of love.
Yeah.
It came together. It's an idea we've had for years. It came together sort of miraculously, and it was an opportunity for us to tell the story of animal homelessness in Houston. And really, that's what it was about. And so it's streaming on about 15 different platforms. It's called For the Animals. It talks about what the animals are facing on the street every day, what people are facing, and also what our really, really good angels, the rescue groups who are on the front lines, are doing on a daily basis to save these animals.
Yeah, so catch it. It's streaming. The name of it again?
For the Animals.
Well, you both are doing important work. So as we wrap up, I'm going to ask each of you, even though you still have many years to come, but at this point of your life, what would you like your legacy to be? I'll start with you, Tena.
100%, I want my legacy to be about solving the animal overpopulation crisis that the South faces. And I never thought about it in terms of a legacy. You know, I've just done it because it's been a passion of mine since I was a little girl, 5 years old, and I told my dad I wanted a dog farm. So I think if we can get to manageable populations, I will feel like it's all been worth it.
Thank you.
Just that I made a difference, that I made life better for some people. I've been very blessed in my life, and I hope that I reach back and pull up enough people and that their lives are better. I don't even need to know about it, but I just want other lives to be better. There's so much suffering in the world, but there's so much greatness too, and there's so much possibility.
Yes.
And let's connect those two. Let's take the possibility and the hope and the resources and connect it to those who are suffering.
And both of you have done that, and I know you'll continue to do so much more. And also on behalf of the Chamber, thank you for supporting business, the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the work that we
Such
do,
great work.
and the introductions that you've made for our chamber so that we have a strong, vibrant business community. We're proud of each of you, and that's why our board and staff wanted to name you all Houston Legends. It's my honor to have met you all and to witness firsthand the big hearts that you have, and what a great city we have thanks to people like yourselves. Congratulations, and thank you so much.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you for joining us today as we recognize Tena and Tama for their work, their service, and their philanthropy.